last class, we were talking about dialog box launchers, out of which we discussed that there are 14 types of various dialog box launchers. First is clipboard, second is format cell, third is find and replace, fourth is sort, fifth is advanced filter, sixth is page setup, seventh is insert function, eighth is data validation, ninth is consolidate, 10th is pivot table and pivot chart, 11th is insert chart, 12th is insert hyperlink, 13th is conditional formatting, and 14th is name manager. And we started working on this one by one. We have already covered clipboard dialog box, wherein clipboard basically stores all the items you copy or cut. So you can open the clipboard from home. Within home tab only you can see the clipboard. These all are the numbered dialog boxes and showing you with the arrows that where it is being found within home tab. This first group is of clipboard, and when you click on this small icon which is there in the bottom right corner, you will be going to find the clipboard which is shown in shown by number 4. So from here, whenever you click on any of the odd item, you can paste a number of times till you will not be going to clear the clipboard all pasted items which are there in the clipboard. And the shortcut for this is Ctrl plus C. 2 times if you press Ctrl plus C, you will see that the clipboard is available to you. Today we will learn about second dialog box, that is format cell dialog box. The format cell dialog box help you to customize number formats, alignment, font, border, fill option, and it is also allow you to protect the cells. You can open it from the font. Within home there is a font group, and this is a small in the bottom right corner icon. So by numbering it is being mentioned, you have to go to home tab, then you have to go to font group. Within font group there is a dialog box launcher. Click on that. Then you will be finding another dialog box which consists of various tabs like number, alignment, font, border, fill, and protection. According to the use, you will be going to click on the tab and you can work. Like at present, alignment is being clicked, so that is why the options which are available over here are text alignment and text control, and the direction, that is right to left or left to right. Right? So within from these options, whenever you will be selecting any of the option, you will be going to see the impact on the text on which you are applying the alignment. You can also change the orientation. So we will see now this practically. For this, I'll open the Excel workbook. This is the Excel workbook wherein we have already learned clipboard, right? And now we want to format the data, let's say. So I'll take any of the data in which I want to perform the formatting. Practical way how to use format dialog box. So this is a data which is given to you, and let's say you have to perform the formatting on a column which is having sales, and you have to change the this column values, and you have to put currency into it. So how you will do? You have to take your cursor over here, and then you have to press Ctrl 1. The moment you press Ctrl 1, you will find this format dialog box mentioned over here, format cells. What is the another way out? Another way out is when you click on home. This is a number group. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth is a number group where all the number related formatting is being given. You can do the formatting from here also, or what you can do, you can open the dialog box from here also. This is a number dialog box, right? The moment you open, the dialog box is appeared. Now you have to change the currency. So there is an option. First is general, second is number, wherein you can format the number. If negative number is over there, it appear as in red color or with a negative symbol in red color. So it is mentioning here also. You can put a comma separator also, and here you can see the preview. You can just change the decimal number also. Then there is a currency option. In currency, you're having so many number of currencies. We can change the currency according to the country in which you're working with. So currency will be going to appear. While putting a currency, see the sample is like this. If you don't want decimal places, you can make it 0. In case of currency also, as these all are digits, numbers, that is why it is showing you that if the number is positive, it can display in black color. If you want that all the negative numbers should appear in red, so you can choose second one. And if you want that it should come in black only but negative symbol, third one. If you want that it should come with the negative symbol but appear in red color, then fourth one. Similarly, there are so many number of formatting options, like accounting by default gives you the currency, right? So you can directly go to the accounting format also. These are the date formats from where you can change the date, and some formats like are mentioned over here according to the locale. So you can change the locale also according to the country you're working with. You can choose the calendar type also to mention the date, because date format are different as per the countries. Like somewhere it is DDMMYY, somewhere DDMMYYYY, somewhere MMDDYYYY, right? And you have to remember date formats display date and time serial number as date values by default. Date formats that begin with an asterisk respond to the change in regional date and time settings that are specified by the operating system. Your operating system is also having date and time. So whatever date and time format it is following, according to that it comes. And formats without an asterisk are not affected by the operating system settings. You have to remember these all things also. So these are the two dates which are having with asterisk symbol. Asterisk symbol means they will be going to change according to the setting of your operating system. Rest of will not be going to change according to your operating system setting. Similarly, there is time. It is coming with asterisk means will be going to change as per the time set for by the operating system. And these are various format, 24 hours format or AM PM formats, 12-hour formats. These all are mentioned. Here also you can change the locale. Then there is a percentage, right? So here also percentage format by default multiply the cell value by 100 and display the result with the percentage symbol. If you want decimal places, you can put fraction. If you want the value to appear in fraction, so this is how you can appear. Make it appear up to 1 digit, up to 2 digit, up to 3 digit, as half only, as quarters, as eighth, as 16. So this is how it is. Select the values as tenth, as 100. Which fractional part you want to show over there without having a calculated value, you can choose from here. This is a scientific notation which will appear like this. In case you want decimal places, you can increase from here. This is text. Text format cell are always treated as text data type, even when a number is being typed over there. So cell is displaying the number, but it is a text format. This can be known if it is aligned right. Then we say that all right aligned digits are numbers and all left aligned digits are text. You have to convert the data type whenever you are performing any of the calculation. So this is a spatial data type wherein again the sample is being given and you can change the locale from here. And you can have a custom format also. Here so many number of formats are being given which are to be explored by you, so that you can just see what exact format I want to use. Like if you are saying 0 means simple number, 0.0 means till 2 digits, hash comma hash hash means any digit but at the end 0 will appear. Similarly, hash comma hash hash 0.00 means after decimal 2 digits will be appearing, and before 1 0 will be appearing, and then 2 0 will be appearing after decimal, and before any digit can be there. So this hash stands for number. This is with currency. Here we can say that negative number will be going to appear in red. These two are the red formats here, right? Wherein the negative numbers will be appearing by them. This is for percentage. This is for scientific. And then see, this is for fractional number. These are for date and time. DDMM 4 times Y or DD 3 times M means 3 letters of the date. So here we see that we can customize the date format. 3 times M means 3 letters of month will come like Jan, Feb, March and all. When we say DD 3 times M, it means year will not be appearing. In case of 3 times M and YY, date will not be appearing, but the month will be appearing in 3 characters and year in 2. So similarly, there are the formats for time also. There is a format for date and time both. And similarly, if you go down, you see there are so many number of other formats also which time to time you will be using. And like you can just change according to your need or according to the way you want to represent the information so that the information is appearing in a proper formatted way. So this is what is a number tab of format cell. Similarly, alignment is over there. You can change the alignment also. Like here, first of all, we change the currency, right? We are putting that there should not be in decimal place. And if we say OK, then it will be going to get changed, right? I'll show you how. Alignment will be going to change the alignment. These are the various alignments, right? Horizontal alignments and then vertical alignments. You have to try all the alignments. If the text is not coming in one cell, you can wrap text. You can merge 2 cells also. You can change the direction of text also, left to right or right to left. And here context means if it is number, it will coming towards right. If it is alphabet, it is coming towards left. You can change also. From here, you can change the font style. Like these are the font faces. These are the font style. These are the sizes. Here you can use underline. Which kind of underline you want to use? Single, double, single accounting, double accounting. Here the effects, strike through, superscript or subscript. Here is the color. And everything, whatever changes you are doing, you will be able to see as a preview over here. And normal font, the normal font, right? Similarly, border, if you want to give the border, then you can change the border color, then border lines. These are the formats which are given over here. Then if you want this, you can choose like this also. And if you want the inside border only, you can choose like this. So there are so many number of ways to choose the border. These are the, like if you choose the color, you see this is the black color border or with the, like big hashes. This is small, big. In this way, dotted lines or double lines, you can change and you can have a border also. You can use fill also to fill the pattern, like a cell with background color or with some pattern color or with some pattern styles. These are the pattern style. You can use fill effect also, wherein gradient effects are over there and you can have these are gradients to be you can say implemented on the cell. And this is cell protection, where cell can be locked or can be hidden also by checking on it. So with this, our objective was to change this entire cells into currency. So we will select the entire cells and we press Ctrl+1, we'll go to currency. We don't want any decimal places and we say OK. It has been changed, right? Now let's say I want to align everything in center. What I can do, let's say we can either select the entire data, right? And then shortcut is Alt+H+AC. But if we don't want to do this, I'm doing Ctrl+H. I'll go to Ctrl+1 and here alignment is over there. I'll say horizontally, I want that the data should be center aligned, and vertically I want the data should be center aligned, right? And then if I say OK, everything is neat aligned in a center. Only the thing is, first of all, you have to select the text around which you want to perform the formatting. Again, if I select the entire this data, right, and if I go to Ctrl+1 and I want to put a border around this, so I'll say I want to put a border, right? In which color of border I want? Let's say I want a border of, or just to make you clear about the border, let's say I select black only, right? So this is the color and I want the thick border around, and here I want that it should be in the outline, and inside also, right? So this is the preview, and then I said okay. So this is now the entire border is being appearing here around cells as well as table. Again, if I say control 1 and I go to font, I say I want a different font style. So let's say I say Latino, it's not there. So I say, let's say Diamond. Okay, it is not showing me. So I just pick any word font which is available over here. So let's say I say monotype Corsiva, right? And here let's say I want to change the color also. I will make a change of color into, let's say, red, right? And if I want to increase the size, and I can increase the size also the moment I see select. So say okay, everything is being changed, right? Control Z means I'm coming back to my original font style. Control 1. If I go to fill, I can fill the entire background with a pattern also. Let's say I want to go for this pattern, and the color which I want is, let's say, orange, right? Or if you say okay, so it is filled with the pattern, right? So the pattern is being filled. Similarly, if I go over here and if I, let's say fill effect, I want to go for some diagonal effect which is coming from center, from corners, let's say, and color which I want to choose is, let's say, a green, and color one, let's say I want a purple, right? So this is how it looks like, and this is it implemented over here, right? So this is a fill color tab which is available in format dialog box. Last is protection, which I let you know when we work on protection. So this is all about format dialog box. We will see third dialog box in next class. Thanks for the day.